Hello, hello, everyone. Happy Thursday. It is us, your favorite girls from the Wine and Chocolate Show. My name is Jasmine J, aka the Wine Goddess.
I'm Kiki, the Countess of Cabernet, and you are now watching Just the Sip, where you come and get your weekly taste on Tuesdays and Thursdays until you get the big gulp every Sunday. And we are just here to give you, what's
Some
been going
gossip.
on because we miss you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We can't wait at once a week to come talk to you. We gotta talk
No.
about this shit today.
It's a
And I
lot going
apologize
on.
for no show on Tuesday. Folks got real busy lives and such. So here for you now, okay? And thankfully the same shit that was happening Tuesday is happening today. So let's get
Yeah.
into it. Which one to start with first?
We got some gossip for y'all.
Like that.
Gossip.
Like,
Okay, so first things first, I just thought it was a funny thing to just start with. Apparently, Glorilla's sister,
Bro.
Broilla, yes. She said that women that she messed with, she not about to change her strap. And I just was like, her reasoning for that, this is very unserious. This is our first very unserious topic. We have a lot of fun things for you, by the way. But just starting off, I just had a question. Like, isn't that kind of like the good thing about being a lesbian stud lady or whatever? Like, you can switch your dick. Like, you don't have to stick. Like, I feel like if you're a man, you have no choice but to stick with the dick you got. Like,
Yeah.
the same dick you stuck in Barbara's, the same dick you got to stick in Keisha's, the same dick you got to stick
Barbara.
in Megan. You know what I'm saying? Like, why not be able to switch it up for the bitch that you with if that's how you could do? I just was like, I just felt like she was missing an opportunity, and I just was, I was just thinking like, what is it really to you? You know what I'm saying? Like, isn't this supposed to be for the woman that you with or the person that you with? Like, so what? If you gotta switch your, you know what I'm saying? You gotta switch your thing off.
Well,
Wouldn't you
first
want
and
to do that?
foremost, I'm glad I let you keep talking because in my mind,
Uh huh.
switching it out like from woman to woman, like she's not cleaning it
Hmm.
or some shit. Like that's what I was thinking.
I mean that too.
But you're is it both or is it just the one thing?
Well, I'm saying I feel like you could switch from woman to woman because you just don't want to give the same dick to a woman or whatever, strap on to the same woman that you're with or whatever. But I'm
Right.
just thinking,
Well, no, I was only talking about hygienically. That because that's what it was sounding like to me. Like she's not switching it out. Like she's not like she's not cleaning it or something. Like I fuck this bitch when
yes.
I fuck that bitch. I mean, okay, yeah, that to your point, that is kind of the fun. But
I
how
know
can I
Rilla's not really the smartest, the sharpest tool in the shed.
it's
So
not even
I
about
recognize.
it's not even about her not being smart. I'm trying to, me, I gotta think of things from a mental standpoint, right? Like, how did you arrive at said conclusion,
Well,
right?
she was like basically, if y'all gonna fuck the nigga that still has his dick attached to him, why do I need to go above and beyond and go purchase a whole nother organism? Like I
Because
should
you're
just be
not a
able.
man and it's not connected to your body. Therefore, you actually have the advantage to please more women simply because you can change the size of it. You know
That's
what I'm
what
saying?
I'm saying.
And then let's just say, to be a misogynist, unfortunately, because this conversation kind of calls for it. Say you get a girl whose valley is a little deep, okay? Whose valley is a little wide, and your little strap on ain't gonna do nothing for her and her beef curtains. So what you gonna be like? Well, bitch, I can't fuck on you. I know men with micro penises that wouldn't give up. Okay, so if a man
They
had a
got the
choice,
thing, the squish,
if a man had a choice to go change his out, he would do it simply for the
bitch.
fact that he could now have sex with all sorts of types of women. So you're really shooting yourself in the foot. But this is what I was saying by trying to be here with it. I guess that is also a part of living in the masculinity of studism, if you want to call it that, right?
Okay. Yeah.
That dick is now a part of your identity.
Right.
That is the one that you chose that fits your body, that fits your mind and your persona.
Right.
So if I think of it that way, yeah, she doesn't want to change it because that is the dick that if she
She
was a
feels.
man, this would be the dick I would have, right?
Okay. Okay.
And go back to that male hubris of, I don't
You
give a
get what you
fuck.
get. You don't throw a fit.
Exactly. But not only that, but it's like, I bet you I'll make this bitch come with it though. It's like there's probably an ego attached to it too. Like, oh,
Yes, that too.
I'm saying? I know what to do with this, so I don't need to go get another one because I can
Mm.
satisfy you with this. So it's like it's a catch-22. Like I understand both sides of this if I look
Yeah.
at it from that angle, right?
Yeah. Well, on the heels of Brorilla's, comments, Laverne Cox had things to say in addition to EJ's
Mm.
comments about what he had with Carlos King, basically about the whole straight men situation. Like, and this is all I want to say about that. Basically, Laverne Cox was saying that people will have their own definitions of things. That's basically what I got from it. People have their own definitions. If they feel they are straight, they're going to say that they're straight, even though they're attracted to a transsexual woman who they believe is a woman or look at as a woman or whatever the case may be. And that is all well and good. But my issue is when you just start creating your own definitions and your own terms for things, that again breeds confusion and hiding things and not allowing like the actual what an understanding of what this person is thinking is happening to happen. You can call a dog a cat a dog, whatever the fuck, bitch. I don't care if you want to call yourself straight. I don't. I genuinely don't give a shit. If you want to call yourself straight, does that make you straight? You know what I'm saying? Does that make you someone who actually only sleeps with this person? That is all that needs to be understood. All this fucking and really, I hate even saying that because it's not everybody's business, and I know that that's where this whole thing comes to, but it is the business of the people you are involved with. And so it's just, I feel that we are enabling bullshit. While I understand people need to be acknowledged, there needs to be representation, and there are all these things required of us so that we can just feel accepted. I don't want
Mhm.
anybody running around here not feeling accepted. I don't want nobody running around here feeling like a weirdo or like they don't belong. But I also feel like you need to stop allowing labels, descriptions, definitions, and all those things dictate you just being who the fuck you want to be. Why do you give a fuck if people don't look at you as straight? Why do you give a fuck if people don't accept you? Why do you care if people. There is a whole community of folk somewhere, somehow, that is willing to fuck you or love you or do whatever the fuck with you, regardless of what you call yourself. So why not just call yourself pansexual or bisexual or what? Again, you ain't even got to tell everybody, but the people that you are intercoursing with, you need to have a straight up conversation about it. And I feel like if anything, that should have just been what it said, to try to explain, oh, well, the men that I have sex with, they're straight. No, the fuck, they're not. Like, you're just not able to explain it in a way, number one, to people who are not in it. They're not even in your fucking bed. So to sit up here and be like, girl. Anyway, sorry, I'm done.
No, no. I mean that all poignant points. Like It just goes back to what we said about self-hatred at the end of the day, because Laverne Cox is another person in the community that be on this I fuck straight men shit or whatever. And she recently, but a few months ago, she got called out because she was saying that she was entertaining conservative right wing men. Like she liked sleeping with them. And it's like, all of this is coming from inside of the house. And you all keep coming out here telling us this backward ass shit. And then you want us to just accept it and understand it because you're gay. No,
Or because you want to be
regardless of
accepted.
your sexual orientation, if the shit don't make sense, the shit don't make sense. To me, I like people that like white people or other people of color simply because they perform blackness. It's like, just because a white girl got a fat ass or a black dude got a shape up, I mean, a white dude got a shape up in a black scent, and all of a sudden we all over the moon about the shit. Just like you are excited about a man who presents as straight, who has a wife, a girlfriend, or whomever, but is fucking you on the low. It's just like, because he presents as this straight masculine man that you're attracted to, and so it can feed your ego and delusion of you sleeping with a straight man. You're not sleeping with a straight man. You are entertaining closet cases.
Straight up
That's
ego, like you
all the
said.
fuck you're doing. These motherfuckers are in the closet. They are on the DL. If they are masculine presenting as straight and they're living their lives as straight, I'm not talking about trade. And I ain't talking about the trade that these white people trade is a masculine. I think they call them butch queens as well too, but it's a masculine presenting man that is a known homosexual. But he got thug appeal, and he got the things under that. He got the street look and all this other type of shit. So he can code switch in public as a straight man, but he's actually a gay man. But he's not hiding being a gay man. He's just toning the gay down, if you will. And I'm using that with air quotes loosely. That is trade shit. You motherfuckers are attracted to motherfuckers in the closet. This is not the same thing. If I go out and present as something, but I do something behind closed doors, I'm no longer that thing I present as. It just is what it is. I can't sit up here and say I'm the nation's top OBGYN, but I'm also a serial killer. These things, I can't say I care about people and children if
Yeah.
I go murder their
Killing people.
parents.
Yeah.
You feel me? I'm saying, so I
Yeah.
can't. So this whole conversation is silly. Again, this all boils down to misogyny, the the misogyny that runs rampant in the LGBTQ community when it comes to women, because you hate women as well too if you find joy in having sex with men who are lying to the women that they are with to be with you. You are also a misogynist by extension, and you are also a self-hating closet case. Oh, sorry, a self-hating closet case fucker. That's what you are. So stop coming out here trying to say, "Oh, I like my men to present in a way that might." Okay, so to even move on from this, I forgot to mention this whole Jules situation, Beyonce
Oh
nephew.
yes.
Solange,
He looks
same
like
shit.
what's the name, the scammer child.
Yes, but he's in a situation right now because, again, the gay community always lusting after heterosexual pretty men makes you a dummy every time, because you allow these people to come and play in your face. Even the ones still in the closet, they get to come and play in your motherfucking face and keep you in the back and keep you hidden while they get to go out and present and do all the fun hand holding public things that you wish you could do with this nigga. Like, you can't only by name ask this man to come to the gay club. And for what I really still don't know, honestly, is because he's light skinned, he's pretty, he is the nephew and the daughter of two famous women that community loves down. It just really boils down to that's why the fuck he got invited. So he got invited. From my understanding, they didn't speak about an interview, or like
Okay.
maybe he sent some questions. They sent some questions and he paid to dust. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that was your answer right there before you flew him out, before you paid for him to get to the club, before you did all these, spent all this money. on this dude to come do a club appearance, and he gonna walk up to him and talk about, can we have an interview? He's like, nah, I ain't doing it. And you would think everybody would be mad at Jules. No, I'm glad that the community is dragging itself by saying, look at your internal homophobia, look at your internal DL loving, look at your internal misogyny. Things like this keep making you put yourself in proximity with actual
With
straight people that don't give
bullshit.
a fuck about you, or men that are pretending to be straight that are going to fucking harm you. But no, you worried about thug appeal. You worried about getting your braids yanked and shit. You worried about, last thing I'm gonna say about
Whatever
this.
that toxic bullshit is. Sorry.
No, you're good. Last thing I'm gonna say about this is, I believe this man is also gay from whatever, from what I read on the tweet. But he said, y'all think EJ talking about the niggas that y'all attracted to. EJ is actually talking about Connor and Jared and Eurocentric white men that what is it? Eurocentric white men that don't what did he say? Eurocentric white men that don't care about sexuality. He said EJ is on a whole nother stratosphere of gay shit. You know what I'm saying? So don't worry about him coming for Jamal and all these for the niggas. He don't want them. He wants the white, rich, or white presenting type of gays that have this kind of swirly devil may care. Am I straight? Am I not? Type of shit.
Yeah.
And that put a lot into context for me for EJ though. Because yes, EJ, what did Bobby Light say? You a 40-year-old Republican white woman. Like that's how you carry yourself. So it's only obvious that you probably only want to fuck white dudes. And either way, your logic is still fucked. It's still flawed. But if you want to take that shit over there because they got more money, have at it, sister.
Well, on the heels of another toxic individual, this young lady named Taylor Frankie Paul, she is the star of the Secret Lives of Mormon Wives reality show. And basically, it all started because her and like 6 or 7 group of these, I mean, I'm talking about these are the perfect Stepford wives, bitch. Like, if we could just pick any group of folk, Utah, y'all create the Stepford children or whatever little community. Because when I say they're all like tall, blonde, skinny, they all just have kids and support their husbands. Like, and this whole situation was just created like really out of happenstance where they were doing TikToks and dancing and all this stuff. And they just got super popular because, again, blonde hair, blue eyes. And so, and you know, they're doing all the nigga dances. Okay, so that's really how this shit got popping. And so the other thing that popped it off was Taylor basically exposing that her and her husband were part of like a swinger situation. Which at the end of the day, in Mormonism, niggas know Mormons get down. Like at the end of the day, they can sit up here and act like they're just this holier than thou folk, but the people know how Mormons get down. And so, anyway, this whole situation has been, you know, with their popularity has been blowing up for the last couple of years. And I've watched the show, okay? It's very white trash. I love it, okay? It's very Jersey Shore, but no alcohol involved. Like, they don't drink, they don't do any of those things. Like, they're just ratchet, okay? And, but they also have money. So, it's a good time. And so, basically, this last season that I just watched with Secret Lives of Mormon Wives, Dakota and Taylor, the girl that is in question, they just have this very toxic relationship. It's just very like codependent. It's very, you know, I don't want to see you with anybody else, but I don't want to be with you, and back and forth, and this, that, and the third. And so in this last season, like Taylor, basically for the 15th time, Dakota, who's her baby daddy, has cheated on her with like people on TV at this point. So it's not even just people that she knows in the back burner. It's like, bitch, the nigga is fucking bitches on TV and you still don't care. She fucked him anyways. They made up and all this stuff. And it's just like the friends who are in mom talk, they're like, okay, bitch, it's getting to a point where this is just too much. Like, you're screaming and crying and hollering and carrying on. Like, it's one thing if like you niggas can fight and nobody knows what the fuck is going on. But if you motherfuckers are fighting and bitches are crying and we can't go to the award show because the main bitch is fucking depressed, it's like, bitch, you just leave this nigga so we can get our bag and go. That's
Right.
how my other mom talk is feeling. So fast forward to within this last week, a whole like Dakota basically leaked this video from like 2 years ago where Taylor is throwing chairs at him, scratching him, punching him, doing all type of shit. And she's supposed to be on the next Bachelorette. She's supposed to be the next Bachelorette on ABC, bitch.
Well, in her defense, if the motherfucker was cheating up and down and up and throughout, and that was probably one of them times where she was just fed the fuck up.
It most definitely was. The problem that I have, it's really not even because I have just seen, these things before, whatever the case may be. I'll say this. I just hate to see you let a man bring you to this place where now your bag is in question. Do I understand where like, nigga cheating on you or whatever and then you like, oh, did you fuck her? Did you fuck her from the back? Did you pull her hair? Like you want to know all the
Don't
gory
ask
details because it kind of
questions.
turns you on. Yes, okay?
What
But that shit is toxic and it's wrong. Okay? It's toxic and you gotta stop. You
if a
can't
dude asks, like, is his dick bigger than mine? Like, why would you ask? Don't, it's bad enough. Like, just know that sex happened and you know what happens during sex. And obviously, motherfuckers enjoyed it. Why are you asking
like, did you
questions?
come in her mouth? Like, okay. You know what I'm saying? Okay, like, okay. You know what I'm saying? But again,
Fuck.
you can have all the fun you want to with that toxic shit. I understand it. It's as terrible as it sounds. I get it. But for you to let him get you to a place where now he can expose you,
That's so fucked up. It's like you get abused and abused and abused. And then the minute you fight back, that's when everybody's just like, oh,
and why you can't fall into that toxic sexiness, like as sexy and good as it feels or whatever, you're like, yeah, let me the next bitch. It's like, no, because it's a trap. It's a trap. It's a trap. And they are just waiting for that time where they can now reel you back in and put you in this place where now you finna act out of character.
mm, mm,
Unfortunate. It's
mm.
just unfortunate. It's really
Yeah.
unfortunate because it's like there's no alcohol involved. Like there ain't no alcohol involved when these niggas get into it. It's just sober, sober foolishness. But anyway, just saying all that to say, I get it, y'all out there who like to be toxic and you know what I'm saying? There's like this level of sexiness, but understand there is a price. There's a price to be paid
There's a
now.
price to pay.
So,
Well, if you're gonna stick on the whole Stepford wife and trad wife and all those things, unfortunately, we must segue to the red pill.
okay, yes, let's
So,
do it.
there was a documentary recently released on Netflix this week, and it was called Inside the Manosphere. And I did not watch it. You know, I love my YouTube because YouTube. That's why I don't social media because quite frankly, YouTube will just
Sum it all up.
there you go. Oh, cool. Thank you very much. So, I mean, the general gist is that it's kind of like thanks, but like that's the general consensus of the documentary. The reason they're saying thanks is because unfortunately, like most people that operate in that space,
Mm-hmm.
they don't women because women are the enemy. So women have been saying this red pill shit is dangerous, it's toxic, it's ruining the children coming up. They all most of their fan base is under 17 years old, yada yada yada, right? And oh, shut up and get in the kitchen. You're useless. You're old. Nobody wants you. You're gonna die with a bunch of cats. And they just say all these things because they don't want to get into it.
Yeah.
But somehow a man could come out and say the same shit, and it's deflection. It's, oh, I never thought about it that way. It's, well,
Mm.
no, you're not. They get offered at least a fucking conversation. They're not
Mm-hmm.
just told that. Sometimes if they think you're weak, they'll say, oh, you're a beta cuck simp, and whatever, get out of here. But when it comes to folks, men that are that shit don't work on them, and so they're just kind of like, they make you look stupid because you're grasping at straws, trying to seem like a big man, but you can't answer the questions. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
So
Mm-hmm.
that was the thank you part, because thank you for actually like making this a thing or whatever. But the yeah, okay is the general consensus that he did not go deep enough into this. It still was kind of very much surface level. They didn't talk to the actual victims, i.e., the women, and also the young men that they victimized by scamming them out of thousands of dollars for these fake courses and classes, and how to get a girl in 60 days, and how to, get fit and rich and ripped and all this other stupid ass shit. Not knowing that you're listening to men who are also not married. You're listening to men who are baby daddies. You're listening to men who still live with their parents, or men who live off the women that they with. But you think because he's so big and bad, and you believe everything he's saying. So that was the general consensus. Like, that it was good, but it's not enough. Too many that, but it's not enough. Okay. So that was the general consensus. But honestly, what it did help to expose, what I do like, is that it caught them in the lie, like real time. So there were points during this documentary that he interviewed them with their significant others. And then one guy, and you saw how they were like careful with their words, how like you can tell like they probably coached or actually just spiritually beat down some of these women to where they go with the lie to make him look good so they can still make money off of this. And, oh, I don't care as long as he comes home to me, that type of shit. Or then they were just like, well, no, that's not what we discussed. Like, no, just that. And trying to getting them caught in the web, like, that ain't what the fuck you be telling me, but but on that end, bitch, you know what type of content he makes, so I don't know why you thought. But anyway, I digress. So I do like the fact that it did that. There was one guy in particular who had been talking all this shit and talks about his mom, how his mom is a feminist and she's anti-racist, and she's basically a good person, like she does the good moral things, and
Mm-hmm.
he goes against all of that. And so he basically like got his mom on the phone or something like that, and like, is remember, I'm gonna be petty. You remember when Nicki Minaj made JT rap her diss record to her on
Yes.
Instagram?
Yes.
It was very much that type of energy. Like, no, no, it's not, say that shit you be saying on your show. Like, that's what the interviewer was doing. And the mom was like,
Um,
I did not raise you like that. You know I'm gonna get the fuck up. It just, I loved that part of
That's
it.
great.
Because I saw, yeah, you really pussy with, but men are such in service to other men.
Yeah.
Men like other men, not always on a homosexual way, but like they call
It's
it
a
like,
power way.
yeah, it's like, I want to
I
be
want
like
that power.
you. I want to be on top like you, but
Yeah.
only like, think about capitalism. You only want to get on top to dethrone another motherfucker because you want to be on top.
That's
But
it.
that's they don't tell you that part as they're telling you to buy their course and all that shit. That basically,
No.
I'm trying to keep you right here so I can be right here. Because
Yep.
if you get up here with me, then you gonna knock me off, and then you gonna be the big, because that's what's happening right now with Andrew Tate. Andrew
Mm.
Tate was one of the biggest, Andrew
Red
Tate and
pill.
Myron Gaines for Fashion Fit. These two motherfuckers were the biggest, biggest in the manosphere, and they pussy now. They're like, all their cool is gone, all their shit is diminished because you were proven to not be the guy that you said you was. So to lend the point to old girl finally putting hands and feet and chairs on that motherfucker, it sounds like the trad wife red pill mixture of that
Community.
yeah, oh no, of that TV show you talking about,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah.
So
Hmm.
I can clearly see how. these Stepford wives were doing their wife thing and da 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 da, while he was doing his protector provider thing, and I still get to basically all the shit that these niggas was pretending to do. He was actually fucking doing it. But you see, he didn't need no podcast. That's the thing. Like, if I'm doing it, I don't even want to publicize I'm doing it. Like, I just go fucking do it. I don't have to teach you a course. That's how I know you full of shit. You know what you're talking about, because you try to teach me how to do it. Nah, nigga, I just know how to do it, and I
Yeah.
do it. You know, granted, I might get my ass beat. You know what I'm saying? But then all I'm gonna do is take my powers of my white manhood and make this bitch look crazy. You know, that's what I'm gonna
Some
do.
someone else who is making a bitch look crazy is 21 Savage and Lotto. Cause Lotto, I don't know what's going
How
on. I
is
don't
he
know if
making
you're
her look
pregnant.
crazy?
Well, just because I don't know if you're pregnant. I don't know. I hope not. Honestly, and I hate to say it like that because if there's a baby involved, obviously we want the baby to come in and be healthy and
Right.
happy and great.
Right.
It's just, it's not time to me. And maybe that's just where how dare I, you know what I'm
Yep.
saying? But it's just like,
But this is the same shit we said when Cardi got pregnant by Stefan Diggs, bro. This
right,
is,
like
even
have
though
your
he said he's
fucking
not
fun,
white.
but why do you have to go bring children in it?
That's why people was upset with Crystal and her, like how what her message was, but her message was still correct. Like, you're bringing babies into dysfunction. You can't even publicly be with this man because he has a wife. You got all these raps about my man, my man, my man, and how niggas could never, and I might be a virgin, and all this other type of shit. But you are whoring yourself out to a married man that you can't be with in fucking public. And then you by this motherfucker. It's just like, read the room. Read the room. Like you said, like, you can't get caught up in that toxic shit. You can't get caught up in the excitement of being the other woman and all that. It's fruitless. It's fucking fruitless. Now, to that trailer that came out, it was so funny because I seen the trailer maybe 10 minutes before I got on here.
Mm,
Somebody reposted and said, the ankles always give it away.
well, that's true.
And not only that, you're bottle feeding a baby leopard.
Oh my god.
Girl, this really just could have been wrapped up in an Instagram post with you dancing with your belly out. I don't need a rollout for you being pregnant by this miscreant. Like, what?
And it's not even really like I don't it's and as bad as this sounds, it's not even really that he's married that irritates me. It's the fact that, girl, you are not done yet. You're not done yet. You have other things to do. You have other songs to make. You have other places and tours to. I just don't understand when you just have like it's same with Coyle Ray. Coy. I understand you're in love and all these things.
It'd be
But
red.
why are we doing this right now? Like, why can't we wait just a little bit longer? Like, I shame on me for even saying it, but it's just, you know, I hope you're right. I hope you're right. I hope that this man is all the things forever. Because if not, he's just going to, like Stefan Diggs, just really distract you, deter you from all of the good things that honestly we are just rooting for. I am rooting for you, Lotto. I don't feel like you need to waste your time on this sort of distraction at this very moment. Not saying that it's not something that you can do in the future. Not saying that he ain't amazing and all the things. It's just, my God, like right now, is that what we need to do? I just don't think I get
You got a whole
the
career,
pregnancy. Like again, you can
bro.
fuck that nigga all day long. You can fuck him backwards, forwards, sideways. But why do we have to allow them to put us down for 9 months and however the fuck and
And
be
not
taken
even
care
that.
of?
Like, they not thinking about the long term arguments to have with this motherfucker for the next lifetime, because I don't give a the shit don't stop at 18.
It don't.
Okay, you're gonna be arguing with this bitch ass nigga for a lifetime over this kid that you did not. You could have had that child in love and in comfort with somebody the fuck else. That is
I
really the
mean,
thing, and that that kind of that triggers low self-esteem bells to me when you have to constantly come out here, I'm the baddest, I'm this and that, and nigga da, 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 da. But the moment the right kind of man in your eyes gives you the type of attention you desperately been wanting, you go out and you make a fool of yourself. You go out there and you make sure that this is an embarrassment supreme. You know what I'm saying? Like this is hardly ever done in a way where I'm like, oh, he really loves her. He's really excited about this babe. Like I said, you motherfuckers can't even be seen outside together. You've been hiding y'all fake ass relationship. Ain't fake now. Y'all been hiding that motherfucking relationship for at least 2.5 years. At least 2 years. While we have already seen this nigga almost get deported and his wife and his children be exposed. Once that happens, sister, just for the sake of the brand, I gotta get the fuck up out of here. Cause
let's
I
slow down.
am not even beholden to what the fuck I'm rapping about. The way I rap, a top tier nigga should be on
Just
my arm at all times. 21 Savage is not a top tier nigga. This nigga can't even stay committed to the streets, bitch. He said fuck the streets when he used to be about the streets. This nigga can't even stay fucking committed to the streets, but you think he gonna stay committed to you because you yellow?
one person that I was not expecting to cheat was Clarissa. Now, this is
So is
alleged.
that been proven?
I mean, to me, it has because the nigga that she allegedly cheated with was like, yeah, Pap. Remember when she was FaceTiming you during Christmas? I was right there. I was right there. Da 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 da. This, that, and the third. And he was indeed there when she was FaceTiming him on Christmas. Now, was this a super duper like in love relationship? No. What I do think is Clarissa was like, oh, this is a fucking fan and I'm gonna get my rocks off with this motherfucking fan while I'm over here chasing my real nigga. That's what I really believe happened.
So it's
Allegedly,
kind of like
whatever.
he was like an in between type of moment.
Yeah, it was like,
Like they
yes,
wasn't
like
that
while
serious.
her, right, like not like
Okay.
while she's like full blown in love with Papoose. I don't think that she messed with him, but I do think she messed with him while she was being courted or courting the situation,
Okay.
which is fine, which is
That's not
fine.
cheating.
I just what I thought was hilarious was this fucking song. The song gave "You're guilty, bitch." That's what it gave to me. I'm sorry, but
Can you
that
play?
along with the fucking video, I'm like, Clarissa.
Can you play
Now,
some of it?
I think so. Now, one thing about it, bitch, I will say that the bitch was singing. Okay? I
Okay.
was not upset
Oh,
at
yeah, she
the
did it.
song.
She did
Hold
it.
on.
That bitch put some real vocals on it.
She did.
She's like,
I'm not
oh,
gonna
I'm so
lie. She's
sorry.
like, this is nigga. Hold on.
She
Can I
back.
start this over? Okay, here we go.
Some women never had a faithful man, so they don't understand.
Okay, so wait a minute. Can I pause this?
Faithful.
Okay, because bitch, what the fuck are you talking about? No, you've been caught. Anyway, let me just sorry.
Wait a minute, no. The reason why I'm doing this is because she, hey yo, I ain't heard not one note yet. But the way this song is getting set up, yeah, I feel like you on to something, my nigga. Because
You understand?
the fact that first of all, she took it old school. She
She
started
did.
talking first.
She did.
She talks. Some women may not listen. That already tickled my soul for one. Okay, and then the piano, the instrumental. Yeah, you might be on to something. The bitch probably did do it. Okay, go ahead.
Love so strong, never have to question your love. for me. Your love so strong.
Clip that. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on, wait a minute.
I can read your thoughts, feel your hands on me. You finish my fantasies. You're the man that I've been missing always.
Okay.
Okay, I was like, oh shit, bitch, fucking talking about some. Okay. I was like,
Now we got just a teeny bit of auto tune on there. We on
just a
something.
taints, just
We
a
on
taints.
something. But she's always been like halfway musical. Like she's not like she's coachable. That's what I get from her, like from the rap to the thing. She's coachable. I mean, Mama got hands, so she can apparently be coached. So she's very coachable. So like really get her together. She might have a career outside of slapping bitches around. But yeah, I agree. The like I said, once she started talking, I was like, yes, sister.
And
Someone who
Papoose,
never had a
fuck
face
you,
man
nigga.
before.
Fuck you for letting her do that.
Hey, listen.
This nigga on her in her comments talking about something. This is my new favorite song. Nigga, shut up. I was so irritated.
Hey, listen, if Jack Harlow can make a fucking neo soul album, I can let Clarissa Shields sing some R&B to me.
Fair.
You know what I'm saying?
Fair.
Cause
what the fuck is wrong with this nigga? I mean, I just want to say this really quickly. I can't think of her name, but she's always getting like artists together and bringing them into her office. And she was like, nigga, for you not to have Brandy nor Monica nor any other R&B artist, R.A. Lennox, anyone.
He had
no
Raven
one.
Lenae. He did have some girl on there. Raven Lenae, I think, is who he had on there. But even then, she's not a notable girl. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But and yeah, that.
So again, we have to talk about White Hollow and the shenanigans of this supposed neo soul album. Yeah. So I love when the people that belong to the same group of another person who's fucking up says, I know you fucking up, and this is why.
Yeah.
Professor Sky, if you have never seen any of his content, please go look up Professor Sky. Professor Sky is on a very tiny, tiny list that Black people fuck with, okay? Because he is a person that is white, who knows he is white, who always tells other white people, hey, motherfucker, you are also white, and you're doing white shit right now. And let me tell you why you're doing white shit. Because you can't lie to me, bitch. Because I'm also a white, straight Anglo-Saxon. All right? White, straight American. Okay? So Professor Guy has 2 videos. Of course, the first video was just about the overall situation about this neo soul album. And in so many ways, he said, you fucking up. Okay, cool. The one video that I truly is basically he breaks down linguistically why the sentence I got blacker is a fucking problem. It's a 30-minute video where he just talks about that one sentence. And he, by the way, he's also a linguistics collegiate professor. So he do this shit. This is his fucking job. This is life. He words and what they mean is his fucking life. So I forgot the seismic, I think, or seismic, I don't know, but basically he said every word means something, right? Like, so when you break down the I and the blacker part, there's only black, blacker, and blackest. When you use blacker in that sense, in the way he did when you use the preposition I, means that you would have to become blacker. But if we go back to the I preposition, you are white. So just by pure linguistic math, you cannot say you got blacker. Like that literally makes no sense. And then forgot to signify ownership. It really makes this sentence even more fucked up. Like, so I just really appreciate him going through his great white time and mind He was sick, by the way. This motherfucker opened up a little, still gave us that video to tell us why Jack Harlow is full of shit. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So not only that, I know I said on the last show, we talked about it, like how disappointed I am in the Black community.
Mm-hmm.
I have to correct that and say I'm upset with the Black music industry
Okay.
because
Fair.
Black people, we're doing our job. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Fortunately, this did not turn into a Rachel Dolezal situation where I had a bunch of Black people like, oh, this shit actually slaps. And,
Yeah.
oh, I don't see what the big deal is. And, well, he does more for Black culture than Black people have. Like, they love to come outside with that type of shit.
Mm-hmm.
Now, granted, there are a few porch monkeys that are out here really still trying to see it for Jack Harlow and say, well, the music is not that bad and XYZ. It is.
Yeah.
The music is actually that bad. There's nothing inside of it. There's nothing to it. And he's playing in our faces. Quite frankly, when in the Black industry people that worked on this album, once you heard he was calling that shit Monica, that should have stopped right there. Because I blame any Black person that was in the vicinity of this, that was marketing this, that was producing this, that was writing on this.
They knew.
Any kind
Y'all
of shit.
knew.
I blame all you motherfuckers because you were literally
Y'all
right
knew.
there to stop us
And
from
you weren't
being
like,
fucking assaulted.
Nigga.
And that's why I keep saying, unfortunately, Black men, because I have to put it on y'all because y'all are the leaders. Y'all are the ones who have the power to bring these white people in. And I mean white people because I'm looking at you, T.I., for you bringing fucking Iggy Azalea to us. Yeah, you all like to go try to find something white to put your name behind so it can go up, thinking that the trickle down. Reagan has already taught you niggas there's no such thing as a trickle down effect. Ain't no such fucking thing. When white supremacy gets a hold of something, they ain't letting the shit go. Ain't nobody getting no crumbs. That's how the shit works. So the motherfuckers that was hyping up Aiden Ross so he can go out here and talk this shit about Doechii, the same niggas that be out here hyping up Rory and Miles stupid ass be hyping up Rory so he can go out there and make hundreds of fucking anti-Black, particularly anti-Black women tweets. All because you niggas said, oh, he's cool. I don't see what the problem is. Ain't nothing wrong with that niggas. I like him. He cool. Y'all just hate because y'all not trying to see. Boo, boo, boo. Like, you motherfuckers are selling what's left of our culture to the highest fucking bidder because you want an album credit? Is that what the fuck we doing? You know what I'm saying? And even then, the Black people that helped to work on this shit didn't even do a good job. Y'all didn't even make sure that this shit was like somewhat slapping or no type of shit. So then you did a half-ass job just to take the check. Like, that's still, it don't make no motherfucking sense. So my ire is it's been, listen, today and going forward forever, I'll always be fucking Jack Harlow because I was having a conversation with my cousin. I don't uphold white people in any standard, whether they be liberal, whether they be Democrat, whether they be independent or whatever the fuck. Just because you say some good shit that niggas might agree with here or there, politically, pop culturally, musically, intellectually, your white train is never late. There's going to come a time where you're going to get too fucking comfortable and you're going to talk out of turn. So I don't believe in give these motherfuckers cookies for being actual humans. I don't give these motherfuckers cookies for having common sense and human decency. That's what the fuck you're supposed to have. So then that's how we get bitches like this playing in our motherfucking face, calling a neo soul album Monica when you didn't even know fucking Brandy and Ray J was brother and sister 4 fucking years ago, nigga.
And really didn't even know who Brandy was. And that's why people
Period.
thought that this whole thing was called Monica, because the whole Brandy and Monica thing. But you didn't
You're
dare
so
have
dumb.
Brandy,
You
Nair,
couldn't even
Monica
use
on
that as
here.
an excuse. That's how fucking stupid you are. That's how comfortable in your privilege.
That was a mess.
Oh, well, you guys remember how I fucked up so bad with Brandy, so I wanted to make it right with Monica too. He could have like literally just said any motherfucking thing besides, oh, I think it's a pretty name.
Speaking of Brandy and Monica, I don't know why grown ass men shining mace. Just fucking why? What warranted this conversation? Like, at the end of the day,
Okay.
whether y'all fucked Brandy around the same time or not, it's just really never a time where I'm going to sit up here and be like, you niggas that fuck and tell, this is why y'all shouldn't get no pussy in the first fucking place. None of you, no one should give you pussy for the rest of your life now.
Yeah.
Because why are we discussing it? And then we're discussing it not like it happened last week. We're discussing it like, nigga, this shit happened
20 plus years ago.
We just had the, hey dad, what'd you look like in the 90s? Fucking challenge. That's what the fuck, is that what the fuck y'all needed to do in order to participate? Because I was pissed. I was just like, now I expect this shit from the young niggas, the stream niggas, the niggas that come afterward, but you niggas that are supposed to be the OGs, the pioneers, and all these things, you're out here talking about Brandy of all people. Of all people. I don't give a fuck. Bitch.
I think the moment that we realize that men never grow up, I think we can let go of this whole age thing with men. That shit don't go away. It just gets worse as they get older, quite frankly. And it's because they don't have nobody to tell them in their younger years, you sound like a bitch. Why are you talking about? So and then Brandy had to come out into the air and say, we were
bitch, and I am upset. Bitch, I'm sorry. Now, granted, I understand why she did it, but that pissed me off. Bitch, you don't need to explain yourself. First of all, we didn't believe it. Let me just start there. We did not fucking believe that shit. Number one. Number two, even if you did decide, because bitch, you were fucking Brandy from the Brandy show or whatever the fuck was going on. I forget the name of it.
Moesha.
Maybe you had a moment from Moesha, bitch, and you was smelling your fucking flowers and you were like, you know what? I'm about to date two niggas. Bitch, I don't give a fuck.
Plus, it's Brandy. Like, her whole shit is cemented. Like, what was this supposed to prove? Like, what was this? And then, from what I understand, like you said, this was a conversation that was unprovoked. Like, why? Mace asked that man about something else. He's like, yeah, because remember, I remember me and you was dating Brandy at the same time. What the fuck? Why are we here? And then, being a gentleman never goes out of style. Not one of you niggas don't kiss and tell. Like, once that nigga brought that up, like, hey man, we ain't gotta talk about this like that, bro. You could have easily deflected, but no, you wanted to be in on this shit too. Like, yeah. Ew, like, bitch, you're married. You've been married.
Okay. And as a wifey, I would have a serious fucking problem.
You need to get the fuck up out of, like, you sitting up here engaging in this fuck, but it's Cam and it's Mace. We can't expect to have been on the wrong side of a lot of things since this show has started. Kendrick and Drake, namely, being one of them, because I really saw what fucking time, especially you, Mace. You was on some bitch ass time about this whole shit. And this is from a nigga that raps. Both niggas that have disrespected niggas on wax and in person. And you want to sit up here and talk about Kendrick not doing well or not rapping? Like, get the fuck out of here. So anyway, yeah, whole ass shit. But again, that's that red pill shit. That's that manosphere shit. Like, women are property. Women are things to be conquested.
You're gonna find out.
Women are just holes for us to brag about. That's how a lot of these motherfuckers operate. And they won't seek any professional help. And if they do, they're only there to absorb the game, to go back outside and be a fucking menace to people, because they learn new levels how to mind fuck somebody.
I was just
Whack,
disgusted. Just
next,
fucking disgusted.
bitch ass
Anyways,
nigga shit, hoe ass nigga shit,
very
pussy
much
ass
so.
nigga shit.
Well, another whole ass nigga shit that I will say. Well, maybe I shouldn't say it like that because she probably wasn't being a hoe. Apparently, in this Oprah interview. Now, how this bitch got on Oprah is insane to me, bitch. I'm like, bitch, Oprah. Now, you just been involved in whatever the fuck now, bitch. You went from Meghan Markle interviews to now you interviewing the hoe from the Coldplay concert. What? Now, okay. I have not watched the interview, but apparently this lady went on to Oprah to discuss the whole Kiss Cam controversy scandal debacle. And her apparent explanation was the reasoning for her reaction, the way that it was because she's HR and he's CEO.
Not that he was married.
And
Not that he was married.
apparently he never told her that.
He never told her he was married.
Apparently
I
he
don't
never
believe that.
told her that.
I don't believe that. There's no way that you work with a motherfucker and don't know they. I don't believe you, bitch. You. I'm sorry. What man has an office without his family's pictures up? What fucking man? What man? You mean to tell me his wife ain't never fucking came up there and said, "Hey, honey, you forgot your lunch"? That bitch wasn't never at the Christmas party. Stop fucking lying, bitch. Everybody knew that nigga was married. That's why the fuck you got down. It wasn't about your fucking job. It's because you knew you was fucking somebody at your job who was married. If y'all was just dating or whatever the fuck, being that you're in HR, you could have just tickety-tack, scribble some shit, and it would have been out the fucking window. Because you're HR. Like, I don't give a fuck about fraternization, bitch. I'm HR. He's single, I'm single. But no, you ducked your guilty ass down because you seen that nigga's wife before. Fucking, I didn't know he was, bitch, you a lie. And did Oprah not ask these questions? Because goddamn, she's flipping and she didn't. Oprah didn't one time say, so there was never a Christmas party. There was never a birthday, an anniversary. He never took a week's vacation to go celebrate.
This lady said he told me he was separated from his wife like I was separated from my husband. And apparently her husband was also there in the audience that night, which is another reason why apparently she had this whole reaction because she wasn't expecting to be put on the screen. Child, just for me, it's like at the end of the day, if you're separated, bitch, I don't give a fuck. Like, we're not together, sir. Like, it's no reason to be concerned if someone sees us. Okay, now, the whole being HR CEO thing, I can understand that. You're still wrong. You're still very wrong, and it's still very much you deserve the scrutiny. Because if we can't do this on a regular day and nobody get in trouble for it, bitch, why the fuck can't you not get in trouble for it at the concert or whatever the case may be? So for me, it's like, okay, we can sit up here and we can say, oh, I was separated. He told me he was separated. He wasn't separated. I didn't find out till after the fact, but I was just so motherfucking in shock that everybody at our jobs was supposed to know this. Again, bitch, if you're going to be the HR and you're going to be fucking the CEO, you better do that at the Motel 6, ho.
So sloppy.
Do not be outside.
And also to that, right? Men lie, bitch. Okay? Men lie all the fucking time.
And then we'll throw your ass under the bus.
I'm separated is usually the number one excuse to cheat while still married, because I heard what you're saying, but I don't give a fuck about that. Separated is still married. Motherfuckers go to that court and you divvy up them motherfucking assets and you figure out who got the kid on what motherfucking weekend until you have been alone, until you move out that motherfucking house and have to go get you a motherfucking bachelor apartment, bitch. You still married. So again, like you said, you can't get caught up in this toxic shit. You motherfuckers got caught up in the sneaky freaky of it all. The don't tell, don't da da da, like in fucking Family That Prays. You remember he always met old girl at the motherfucking hotel? That's the fuck y'all should have been doing. But even then, bitch, they still got caught too. You're always gonna get fucking caught because you was doing some shit you ain't no motherfucking business doing. That's what it is. And then the audacity of both of you motherfuckers to think that you can PDA, cheating and separating and all sorts of, that's just that to me also just speaks to the hubris that it takes to cheat on somebody and expect that motherfucker to be okay, to take you back, to cheat on a motherfucker and entertain another motherfucker. It's soulless energy. It's very much sociopathic fucking energy. I do what I want at the expense of others, and all it makes me feel good. Who gives a shit? Oh, bitch, you embarrassed, but I lost my job. Bitch, I lost my job too. Well, my wife is gonna divorce me. You said you were separated, so why the fuck are you afraid of being divorced now? Because you lied, bitch. You heard that I said, you took me saying that I was separated, so you can say, oh shit, I'm separated too. You want fuck? Okay. Get the fuck off of Oprah's couch.
And quite frankly,
how dare you not ask these fucking questions?
And quite frankly, girl, to sit up here and try to explain it, nobody cares. I know that you want us to try to care and you want to try to get your side out. Number one, your fucking side should have been put out long ago. Because now it seems like you have thought this the fuck through and you are trying to, put the wool over our eyes at this point. You should have just, at this point, bitch, shut the fuck up. Because honestly, so much has happened now at this point. Well, nobody even think about it. But now you on Oprah. Bringing it back up, bitch. And Oprah don't come outside hardly for nobody. Okay? And so then you want to go and get Oprah and try to spin this new narrative for us to try now to accept. Girl, we don't care.
You full of shit, bitch. You alive.
You could have saved that. Honestly, you could have saved it. And honestly, it still don't fucking matter because then people at your job that should have been fucking Tyrone in Human Services. Well, it is what it is. Let's talk about Lil Russell and these obscene things he said. Now, I don't know what he said, but I did see a headline where he said something about Hitler and Jeffrey Epstein was heaven sent.
Go find it because I don't want to misconstrue anything this nigga say because I need our audience to hear this as well too. Like, just what the fuck he said, and then we will get into that.
Let's see. How you say LARUSS?
Yep. RUSSELL.
ELL. Okay.
Heaven sent.
Okay. Heaven sent.
And there's gonna be a video where he's talking to like a crowd, and he says this shit. That's the video you need to find. Because this is where the original "What the fuck are you talking about?" comes from.
To my engineer, and he calls me. He said, "Man, you probably shouldn't put this out." I said, "Why? What the hell happened?" He said, you talking about Epstein, there's a lot of shit going on. And I said, "Thank you for calling me. I'm finna drop this." That's exactly why we need it. Because everybody sit and be silent. And the goal of an artist is to express the times and say all the things that nobody else want to say or know how to say. I'm not perfect, and neither is the president. Was guiltier than a nigga hiding evidence. You can't be mad that they heated if you don't let them vent. Even the devil was heaven sent. Even Malcolm was heaven sent. Even Martin was heaven sent. Even Kanye was heaven sent. We all heaven sent. Donald too. We all have been sent. Epstein too. We all have been sent. Adolf too. We all have been sent. Even you. We all have been sent. I made this record and I sent it off to my engineer.
For the love
And he
of
calls
God.
me.
Okay,
He said, man, you
now
probably
I
should.
need you to now I need you to find the video where he walking and explaining this shit. Because nigga, what?
Okay, let's see. No. Yikes.
Yeah, Russell explains heaven sent because he gonna be walking down a road talking this shit.
Explains heaven sent. That's what I'm putting. Oh, I gotta put 2 L's. Make sure I put 2 L's.
Yeah. Oh yeah, because he's holding 2 of them. Yeah, he's holding 2 L's for sure.
Okay, I'm gonna share my screen, and then if you see it, then.
Hey, Mary girl.
Homies briefed
not
me
finding-
yesterday on all the outrage. And my first thought was,
What'd you say?
No, I was saying hi to somebody in the comments.
Oh, sorry.
niggas ain't that slow. But I go and look, and niggas that slow. Just listen to the music. Like, it's no way niggas hear that clip and they like, you support Epstein. When the world be in despair, sometimes you need realization. And that realization for me through this song was like, damn, the same God who created Martin Luther King and Malcolm X, who did so many great things, is the same God that created Donald Trump and Jeffrey Epstein, who did so many evil things. And it's crazy the range of what a human life is capable of. It's capable of changing the world and detrimenting the world. That's the purpose of the song. That's my realization of like, damn, this is all from the same place, and look which way it can go when somebody is misguided, when somebody doesn't have all the tools, when somebody just chooses to use their life in a negligent way. And it's insane for niggas to take that and be like, you support Epstein. Like, you niggas is weird. Like, if you want to know where I stand, go look at my life. Go listen to my music. Go see what I do in my community. Go speak to somebody who actually know me. Be fucking for real. It's so crazy how fast it go from black boy fly to get back in line, nigga. Y'all want a nigga to be constricted and restricted so bad. And I'm never not gonna be free. I'm never not gonna be free in my speech and free in my thought and free of my art. Artists and comedians is the niggas who's supposed to express the times and what's going on and communicate it in a way that's like, man, this is what came to me. Y'all love.
All right.
Thought.
So, how do I say this? I understand, really, I'll just say this, sir. It seems like that you took some shrooms and you weren't able to just filter your thoughts. Like, you just went straight from shroom to studio, and like some of that needs a little bit of context, it needs a little bit of filtering, it needs a little bit of control. Yeah, like a little thought behind it, because if you just let your thoughts run wild, they're just gonna do and say whatever the fuck. You got to have a little bit of intention behind what you say. Number one, the song was fucking awful. Okay, that's fucking number one. If you're gonna be super rage baity or like controversial and things like that, you're going to need to have a bigger message other than just Hitler was heaven sent. Because Cause what the fuck, my nigga? Like, you are not giving us anything. Again, understand the whole your thought process here of like, oh, good and evil. God is both things. You know what I'm saying? God can create both things, and this is the world that we're in, and la di da, we're just floating on a rock. Like, I get that, but especially with every the fuck thing that's going on right now, and Israel, and just people getting bombed, and it's just a very serious time in terms of political things and terroristic things. You need to have more context, and you need to have a little bit more just thought behind your message. And what is the reasoning for this message? What were you trying to help people discover other than there's good and evil? I don't understand it. I'm not really partial either way, other than I'm just sick and tired of people putting whatever the fuck out there because you want some sort of reaction. That's all.
Oh man, so it's crazy because this is this has been a very interesting time for La Russell. I much like Nipsey Hussle, I only knew about La Russell. They rhyme. I only knew about La Russell by things I saw about him on the internet, right?
Yeah.
About what he was doing in his community and how he was uplifting, independent artists, and him being an independent artist and putting people on game and all these things. Basically grassroots, come up, grassroots fan base, right? So first thing is he signed to Rock Nation for his distribution deal. And I still don't have any problem with him doing that because, like I mentioned before, we talked about, I get why he did that because you guys don't really truly understand how the industry works. Being independent is only going to take you so far. You do need major help at some point. Now, if you do get to keep your royalties and your masters and all that stuff, then that means you've won out of that partnership, but you're still going to need a partnership nonetheless, right? To reach that next level. Then the second thing was the Lil Wayne comments. Again, I was on this nigga's side, but this is where his public opinion started to truly wane. Oh my God, pun intended. Started to truly wane, right? When he talked about Lil Wayne. Yeah. And again, as a person who wholeheartedly agrees, also because I'm not a Lil Wayne fan and I can be objective, Lil Wayne does just do a bunch of alphabet word salad soup, and sometimes the shit don't be hitting. And then as you realize, you grow up, hey, maybe this motherfucker wasn't like the greatest like I thought, right? Which is all bad to say. I mean, it's just a musical opinion.
Yeah.
But now this nigga done really stepped in it. Now it's just like ever since he hit some sort of mainstream, it's just been clicking down for this nigga, right? Now this one, I can truly say, nah, nigga, you did this to yourself this time, okay? So I get what he was saying about how we are children and we all come from a divine place.
Yes.
However, the context that is missing is that once you get down here, it is a battle for your soul. You got to keep God in mind. You got to keep God in front. Otherwise, the devil will come from behind and take you off the mission that you were sent here to do. None of that was said, right? Which would have made more sense for you to say that they're heaven sent, but they're hell bound. You could have did that, you know what I'm saying? And then you could have interwoven, morality and, living and all more morality and mortality. You could have really interwove those things in a much deeper way, but you aren't as deep as you think. And instead of listening, you don't even listen to your fucking engineer. Okay, your engineer was like the same shit that I asked for the motherfuckers on that Jack Harlow album. That didn't happen, nigga. It actually happened for you. Another person said, "Hey, I don't know." You said, "Thanks, my nigga. I'm still gonna put it out." That let me know you wanted to make this point no matter what, and you didn't give a fuck about what people thought about your point. You actually thought people were going to agree simply because you rapped this point. No, nigga, we have ears. And the fact that you made your little treadmill video being condescending, acting like we don't understand why we're upset. No, nigga, we heard you clearly. And what you said was bullshit. These people are not heaven sent, because when you look up the term heaven sent, it means a happenstance, once in a lifetime experience or chance. That's what heaven sent means. Heaven sent means this person was sent to me by God to be a blessing to my life, to be an addition to my life. This person was not sent from heaven to come down and do ungodly deeds. That's not what this is about. So
Exactly.
it's just excuse me. It's just very much like, nigga, we're not dumb. Okay, we know what the fuck this means, and you made a bad decision. Like, you made some shit that was dumb, and it's okay. You can say, you know what, y'all, this was the point I was trying to make, but I hear what y'all saying. But you know, LaRussell coming out in May or whatever, but you could have just ended it like that. It's giving the same thing, right? Gilly the Kid just recently went on his podcast, $1 Million Worth of Game. This nigga said that Drake only won the battle because people wanted to see Kendrick end his career, because niggas wanted Drake to lose. That's why.
Oh my.
And it's like, you can give motherfuckers all the things, all the context, all the clues, all the everything, and they will still say, nope, that ain't what it is. It's this. All right, bitch. It's really the fuck not that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
and you're also a person that don't need to talk, nigga, because you was a top rapper when. You have how many hits? You have how many classics? The only reason why we even fucking know you, Gilly, is because you came out and said Lil Wayne stole your style. That's truly why the fuck we know you. Let's keep it a buck. And you was out there twerking in the motherfucking Move Bitch Get Out the Way video. Yeah, they had to bring that shit to our attention, unfortunately. Your ass up there popping. Yeah, because she was in Atlanta dropping like a hot bitch. That what she was doing? You're running to Atlanta, okay? So it's just, I'm tired of folks pretending to be smarter than what they are, and then also trying to be condescending and tell you that you don't know. You don't know what you're talking about. Yes, I do. You don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Yeah, he claims he was good. But Gilly been claiming a lot of shit that is just unsubstantiated. He just a loud mouth from the East Coast, and niggas just run with that. You know what I'm saying? Just what the fuck ever, bro. But that happened since that all that shit is hellbound. You could take that and put that right in the furnace. We ain't rocking with that shit.
Words mean things, you guys. They do. As much as we don't want them to, they mean things.
Just like straight and homosexual. Those
They
words
do.
mean things.
Do you want to
This
talk about the
homosexual man is
Houston
straight.
dress code?
Oh yeah.
The Houston rodeo dress code?
Child. Now listen. We say on here we don't want to ruin your young.
It's true. This is the truth. As much as
ruin your young black fun.
as much as it doesn't seem like it, it's the truth.
There's a time and a place for everything.
Nakedness.
At a rodeo, it's just like, why are you half-ass naked at a rodeo? I don't know, maybe because I'm from the Midwest. You know what I'm saying?
We know how dust and hay.
We've been to Kemper Arena many days in our lives, okay? We've been to the American Royal.
Rocks and
all that shit.
Dirt.
And we know how to motherfucking dress at the rodeo. I've never seen anybody at a rodeo in any city or state half-ass naked. You know why? Fucking dangerous. You are around livestock. You're around dirt, fucking hay.
You're around
Okay,
children.
Monday,
There are kids.
they're kids, and that was the thing. Okay, so there was a young lady who was actually from Houston, and she made a TikTok about it. A Gen Zer, a young baby, okay, was also mad as fuck about all these women coming out there half-ass naked and all that, because she said, I hate when Houston has to deal with the consequences of all the rest of you ghetto niggas fuck ass actions.
Right.
Because of y'all, we now have to have a fucking dress code for some shit we've been going to since we was kids. This is a family oriented event. There are children everywhere. Nobody desires to see the crack of your ass, the cuff of your booty cheeks, the under boob. Don't nobody want to see that shit, bitch. Like, there's kids out here, bro. And it's okay. Like, all you got to do is put on some shorts and a tank top and a cowboy hat. You can really just fucking call it done. But these bitches was outside in chaps, in G-strings. They was out here in pasties and just vests. And it just was like, this ain't the time for this shit. You know what I'm saying?
This
This
is not
ain't
a
the
Cardi B
time.
concert.
And now, so they were like, well, you should leave your kids at home. No, bitch, we don't have to leave our kids at home.
At the rodeo?
Because this was made for the kids. This is made for family. Oh, there's liquor there. There's liquor at basketball games. That's the only you get to come in there butt ass naked. Like, what are we talking about, bro? Oh, that's because she's looking up stuff. But yeah, it's like, I was like, what the fuck?
I was trying to find pictures of the obscenity.
Yeah, 'cause I mean, I saw mainly all the shit I saw was on Twitter. So like the people that was like there taking pictures of folks. So I mean, yeah, it was stripper. It's like the same thing with what was the Atlanta Hawks when they wanted to have that Magic City night and shit. And thankfully enough people called and said no. Like, no, nigga, like you go to Magic City after the game. You don't have to bring Magic City to the game. You feel what I'm saying? Like, because there are fucking kids here.
I don't understand.
Televised event. Why?
I don't understand what's been going on lately between this and then like the cruise ships with their like dress code and different codes of conduct and things like that. Like, what is going on, y'all? Like, what is going on where we really outside, we don't know how to act anymore. Like, that used to just be a funny thing we would say. Now it's like really happening. I don't know what's going on. You know, I don't know if it's because of Kanye's wife getting y'all comfortable with just being outside if the areola's out and things like that. I
You
don't
know how
know.
pissed off that makes me. You know how pissed off that shit make me, bro. Like, there's a time and a place for everything. Ain't nobody saying you can't be sexy, but there's levels and degrees of sexiness, and there's a time and a place for obscenity and all that type of shit. They have clubs for this. They got bars for this. They got actual outings for this. You know what I'm saying?
Speaking of which, I've seen quite a few like spring break videos of everybody in Houston. Y'all are not doing shit. Y'all are literally just sitting around, standing around, looking at each other. The moment that you could do to have all this nakedness and gyrating and grinding up on each other, y'all not taking the opportunity when you're supposed to be. You want to do it some random ass time that nobody asked for this.
And I don't know if we said the whole backstory, but basically Houston Rodeo happens every year. This year they just really wild with the outfits. Like, it got to a point where like we were seeing too much of everything. And like, these girls are thick. These girls are you don't have to show me everything, bitch. You could get a goddamn just by wearing some jeans. Yeah. Just by wearing some regular cut-off shorts.
And a little cowboy hat.
You already fine. You don't have to get naked. Like, that's actually the feather in your cap about being thick and fine, is that I don't actually have to do too much. All I gotta do is put on some bodycon or something little tight, little short, and we in there. But It's just your whole ass being out, bitch. Because there was a lot of that going on the ship too. Like, on our cruise, like, these girls are ass out. Yeah. This is not a swimming suit. We at the club. Like, I can grab your cheeks. Like, I don't.
Yeah.
I don't get that shit. And then my thing is cleanliness. My thing is
Yeah.
germs. I would
Yeah.
never sit my raw ass cheeks on no type of surface. What? I know your pussy stink. That lets me know your pussy stink.
It's
Your
at the very
pussy
least
stink.
hot. It's hot.
Because
At the
you
very
don't give
least.
a fuck what's going on.
Yeah.
You willing to catch whatever E. coli and trichomonas and whatever the fuck bird flu. You willing to catch whatever the fuck. We just got out of a pandemic 6 years ago, man. White people keep telling on themselves, and now other people keep telling themselves how much they don't bathe or underbathe or don't wash their motherfucking hands. But you want to put your pussy and your asshole in danger and sit on raw shit.
Can you also explain this Afro Man situation?
I just came across this information yesterday. I just thought it was kind of funny. And
Okay.
again, white supremacy and police can eat a dick, just blatantly.
Yeah.
So back in, I believe, 2022, I think Alabama is the state. I don't know, but the state patrol busted into Afro Man's house. Afro Man is, excuse me, back up. Afro Man had that one hit back in the day, Because I Got High. Because I got high. Okay, so this guy, right? So they come and they raid his house because under the suspicion of drugs and paraphernalia and guns and all this other type of shit, right? So they wrongfully bust in his house for that. They steal things. They steal money out of his house. They break his possessions. They have a gun pointed to his head in front of his children, and all of this is caught on his security, on his cameras in his house. Go to court and win for them basically violating his human and civil rights. And then he's a rapper. So what does he do? He starts basically trolling these motherfuckers with music, like fuck something PD, I fucked your wife and this, that, and the other, and fuck this ugly bitch and that. I mean, he's like going off, he's doing his thing, right? I'm paraphrasing. I don't know if those are the actual words, but so he's basically just roasting the fuck out these people. So much so that they pull a Drake and they sue this motherfucker for defamation over these songs. And they lost. He won back as well. There was a point in there where one of the female cops, white woman, was using those good old white woman tears on that stand, and he was talking about me and my family, and it made me feel, and it hurt my feelings, and it made me feel bad. Where he eloquently said, "You broke into my home. You broke my items. You stole from me. You had a gun pointed to me, to my head in front of my children. You don't think none of that shit hurt my fucking feelings? You're mad over a song, but you actually came into my home and you violated me. But your feelings are hurt." I was like, thank you. Because this
cognitive dissonance.
Boy, the shit. Oh
my
dude,
God.
so far the fuck apart. It's like, how the fuck do you get off thinking that you can sue me because I'm not using my First Amendment right to say how much you was fucked up? Well, stop. So yeah, that's why I wanted to bring that up. Just because that last little part right there, that he won both times and told them, shut the fuck up with that crying shit, bitch. Don't nobody want to hear that. So yeah, shout out to Afro Man, bro. Because I got high.
That's why we smoke weed today.
I might just for him. I take my little better, but I might for old boy. You know what I'm saying? Because fuck the police.
Okay.
That's how I treat them. Okay.
Bullshit.
So one last thing.
Yes.
Do we have anything else?
Nope.
Okay. So one last thing I wanted to bring up because why are the greats that we've grown up with? Why must they turn into heels as we get older? it becomes harder and harder to defend people that you loved 20 years ago, 15 years ago, shit, even 5 years ago sometimes. You know what I'm saying? But we're just moving at we're deteriorating at such a rapid rate. You know what I'm saying? I bring this up because I have to talk about Pharrell. We got to talk about Pharrell again.
Uh-oh. What do you do now? What do you say now?
Well, this has already been out, but there have been some more developments of what's going on, right? So Pharrell has been being sued by Chad, who is the other half of the Neptunes. He's been in litigation with him for probably the last 4+ years, right?
That sucks.
And the litigation is all about money and royalties and being removed off of DSPs, being removed off of I'm not in the music industry, but there's certain things like internally that you like how we check our analytics for the show, right? They also have that certain thing for the music business, right? So you can see how much you're getting from merch, how much you're getting from the ticket sales, right? So he's logging in to these things that he's not seeing.
Part of. Oh.
And then he's also seeing things removed. Like, the fuck is going on?
Chad. Okay.
Yeah, this is why Chad is suing, is because we all know that Pharrell is the public face of the group. He's the one that everybody pretty much knows and everything like that. And it's so sticky, right? Because you start out up as a collective, you have a common goal, and you make agreements as you reach said common goal.
Yeah.
But with the music industry, it's about who does what. He who does the most has the most leverage kind of situation, right? So it's like Pharrell benefited off of Chad's silence to a big degree. He was the one that was really the Neptune's front facing. So he was the one cutting a lot of the deals. He was the one getting them into these spaces to get to these certain things. I'm talking about Pharrell was doing that.
Yes.
Chad was basically the worker bee, how it sounds. I'm just saying. Chad was basically the worker bee. So when it comes down to splits, and this is also, I'm more on Chad's side than Pharrell's side, because when it comes down to splits, if they really were to split it up, it'd really be a 60-40, 70-30 situation, mainly on Chad. Because Chad did a bulk of the actual production, the technical production, which means the piano, the drums, the guitar, like all that shit. Mainly vocal, music arrangement, and like superlatives, right?
Yikes.
So I guess now I'm paraphrasing, I'm just speaking out. I'm gonna assume in Chad's eyes, it's like, well, I was fine doing 50-50 because you was not. You did do a lot to help us get where we are, but if we really peel back the layers, nigga, I was actually doing a majority of the work while you got to go be the face.
Yeah.
But because I didn't want to be famous, I didn't care about that. So I was willing to let my 10 to 30 extra percent just roll. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because we had an agreement.
Yeah.
Then shit goes to pot. They end up breaking up because of other things. And then only for, now this is again what Chad is alleging, that they broke up for a while and Pharrell was off, just being the super master producer by himself for a while, because it was just produced by Pharrell, not the Neptunes, right? He's doing all these things and everything. And I'll be keep it real with you. There has been a quiet conversation for, I want to say, for the past maybe, honestly, probably 8 to 10 years at this point, because I'm talking about when they first initially broke up, right? When they first initially broke up, I see you saying it. So if you think about it, during that time while they're away, I heard people saying that the music doesn't sound the same. Like something is missing. Like there could have been an extra piano. There needed to be more depth because the God Sort 'Em Out album that just came out with the clips, that was one of the biggest things I heard people say about the production, that he could have went harder. This is not the same driving production that we're used to hearing the clips with the Neptunes, because it wasn't. It was just Pharrell. So there's a little validity to that, because I've been hearing that shit for years about Chad was really the one in there doing the most, but Pharrell was the face, right? So all that to say, they had break up, they had that hiatus. So Chad alleges that Pharrell comes back to him and says, "Hey man, you know, I don't ever want to make music without you again. We need to get back in the studio, back in the lab, da 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 da." So Chad is like, "Okay, cool." They have an agreement again. It'll be 50-50, blah blah, this, that, and the other. So what he is now suing for is the music that they made during that time actually got placed and has actually been used and put on people's albums and shit, and he ain't getting no money from that.
Oh.
None. It just says produced by Pharrell, even though Chad was doing shit on it. So not only that, there's the Neptunes name that he tried to copyright behind Chad's back and not put him in on that.
Yeah.
There's a loss of the revenue on merch. There's a lot going on, and the fact that during this whole the whole time this shit has been litigated, the discovery, they're asking for these things. And they're either not giving it or they're giving pieces. They give it partial, giving the whole shit. They're not giving the bank records. They're not giving the charts and all the other shit I can't name. All the background shit that you need to be given, because especially if you want to clear your name, you need to give me this shit, right? So and again, you know me and my grace meter. Okay.
Yeah.
After I keep seeing a pattern of shit, even though this is the court of law, we got the proven until guilty, all that shit, whatever. DI, the shit that he says about like exceptionalism and shit like that, the othering of himself and shit. It's not hard for me to see how a person can become greedy and egotistical. It's not hard, especially when you're the face and you're the one everybody knows, and everybody assumes that you're the one doing a bulk of the work when you're just the pretty one. You talented as fuck. You can write your ass off. You can sing. You can rap. Nobody's taking anything away from Pharrell. I'm not saying Pharrell was just a puppet. That ain't what the fuck that was. But if we really get into the weeds of it, when you actually have to do your royalties and who gets what, if we was to be really fair about it, again, it'd be a 60, 40, 70, 30 situation. And then there's a third fucking member that don't nobody even fucking talk about. He ain't came out and said shit. I believe in the documents that him and Pharrell got their own little thing or whatever, and he still gets a third of merch revenue. But he ain't even really getting shit. But he ain't really saying nothing, because in the grand scheme, I don't think he really contributed a fuck ass thing to the Neptunes besides being there sometimes, just being the third nigga there. It's really always just been Pharrell and Chad. But people think it's mainly Pharrell and a little bit of Chad, when it's really the other way around. So I'm very interested in this story. I'm gonna keep watching it, but you know, it's just like every time I hear about this nigga, it ain't been good. You know, same thing with Timbaland and the AI shit and stealing from artists and all this other stuff. It's like the black capitalism. I keep telling you, black capitalism is not gonna save you. If anything, it's gonna make you a snake ass bitch, and it's gonna make you end up selling your own people out. Like I said about them motherfuckers that didn't say nothing to Jack Harlow when that shit was getting made. This is what the fuck I'm talking about. Too much of bastardization of the culture for money be happening. It happens in all these little ways, but they all add up. So I'm looking at you, Pharrell. I'm watching. But last thing I'm gonna say is Khalees was right. Everybody owes Khalees a motherfucking apology, because Khalees said this shit 15 years ago. Khalees says this shit like well after Milkshake. She's been saying this shit, but because y'all love Beyonce so much, y'all told her to shut the fuck up. She didn't know what the fuck she was talking about. She know what the fuck she's talking about. These niggas literally sat up here, him and Chad sat up there in her motherfucking face at 19 years old and said, here, sign this, and we're going to give you this, give you that. Okay. And the bitch signed away everything. And then when she got hip to it and came back to these motherfuckers, they weren't remotely interested in trying to help her get her fucking money. You know what the fuck they told her? Well, you signed it.
I mean, well, I'll say this, you know, to kind of bring back the whole situation from LaRussell. You know, why I understand his point that, oh, this, that, and the third was heaven sent, whatever, whatever. You cannot live on this earth long enough. Well, let me say it a different way. If you are blessed to live on this earth long enough, you will see yourself be both. You will see yourself be both the hero and the villain, the good person and the devil. Because we are both. There is nobody on this earth who is just 100% good. We can sit up here all day and we can try to play it, but deep down inside, there is some sort of unholiness, what's the word I'm looking for? Just a negative side that people don't necessarily see. So I say that to say that I'm not shocked that I hear something like this about Pharrell. Now, am I happier that it's more of a business thing and not necessarily like a characteristic thing like R. Kelly or something like that? Yes. But it is disappointing that you would hope someone that you lifted up on that pedestal would at least be able to have integrity and some sort of moral compass, especially when it comes to someone who has helped you get to the level that you've gotten to. And that's what's scary because, like, for me, I just can't sleep. And I don't know if maybe that's why I'm not fucking filthy fucking rich yet, because I just can't look at myself in the mirror knowing that not only did I not pull my weight, but that I am benefiting a lot from someone else's work. I find way more joy and way more accomplishment in knowing that I've done the most fucking work, that I've, you know, pulled my fucking weight, and that if anything, I got these niggas on my back and they with me because they know with me that they got a fair shot or whatever the fuck. Like, I just don't understand. I guess I do understand how people just get to that level, because you do. You have to be cutthroat like that. You have to be unapologetic. And, you know, like with the situation that you were saying with Khalees, it's like, that is business. And it sucks. And I personally probably wouldn't be able to do it. I personally would cry myself to sleep if I knew that I did Khalees like that.
Your flagship artist. That like, she was you were banking on her to be as great and big as she was, only to make sure that she didn't see none of it. Like that. And so with that story, it gives me more pause to believe Chad, but it's also, it's what the fuck you get, because it was fun, it was cool when you and Pharrell was fucking her out of her money, and now Pharrell fucking you out of your money.
Now you ain't got nothing.
Something's not right. I'm not getting my royalties.
It goes both ways.
Well, now you know how people. She had to be ridiculed out her motherfucking socks. I said, even still to this day, when that whole Renaissance shit happened, and she's like, nobody even asked me to interpolate that shit. And she's like, she accused, I should say, Pharrell of doing that out of spite. And I'm like, now with everything, I'm like, I don't clock that as being incorrect. I don't see that not being a thing. You know what I'm saying? Because you are, that was my whole thing about that whole DEI shit. Bitch, you had Louis Vuitton because of DEI. What are you talking? They didn't just say, "Oh, Pharrell, you're so exceptional." They said our other token nigga died, and I mean Virgil White, Off-White. He died. We need a new nigga to come in so we don't seem racist, even though we have history of being racist, like the rest of these fucking fashion houses. We need you to come and make us look good because you pew pew pew. You from the future, Star Trek. We need you. You know, you did your thing with Babe and Abe. You did your thing, you know, with Billionaire Boys Club. Why don't you come on and come on down to come on? Like, nigga, you are literally a DI hire. You literally made this fucking thing that we're sitting and talking to you, listening to you, because of white people not playing fair, bitch. Y'all are here to give us money because the shit ain't fair. It's not because we want to be hired because we're fucking black. No, nigga, we had to be hired because they weren't hiring us because we were black. We were qualified, yet black. We were not ever unqualified and black. That never fucking happens. Like, nigga, you used to be poor. Like, that be the shit that be going you. Bitch, you used to be poor. How are you forgetting? But you get that money, you get that access, you get that wealth, you get that status. And it's, well, you signed it.
Well, folks, we are close to two. Oh, go ahead.
Last thing, I'm gonna be real quick.
Yes.
Jay-Z is coming back outside. I repeat, Jay-Z, Sean Carter is coming back outside. He will be headlining the Roots Picnic, and he will also be doing 2 nights at Yankee Stadium.
I love it.
Jay-Z, listen, I know Jay-Z is a prickly character for some folks, but at the end of the day, we gotta recognize some big shit when it's happening. Fucking Yankee Stadium, 2 nights, okay, to celebrate 30 years of Easy Out and 25 years of Volume 1 in my lifetime. Hey yo. I have to take a moment because this is actually when I was becoming a Jay-Z fan. Okay, this is the can I get all this shit, the jiggle who is all this shit. This area talking about. You know, taking out this time, give you peace of mind. Okay, all that shit. This is a monumental moment. I just want to give Jay-Z his flowers. Congratulations, my nigga. Like, this is some unprecedented shit. You're doing 2 classic albums that are over 20 years old, 25 years old. That's a big thing. That's a big thing for you. There was something funny that didn't happen on the internet. The uncles and the aunties had to get on the nieces and nephews because they were outside when Jay-Z used to spell his name with accent marks. Okay? Accent marks. They was like, what the fuck is this? Who the fuck? Why does this, that, the other? And, you know, hey, you leave with disrespect, you're going to get your answer in disrespect. I need my Gen Zers to understand that. When you so flippant and callous about how you asking about shit, you can't expect us to come to you in love. Let's understand that, okay? So if you talk about who the fuck is Jay-Z, why the fuck is this? You being disrespectful with your question, we're going to eat your ass up in the comments, okay? And that's what the fuck happened. Some young person decided to disrespectfully asked about the umlaut above the Y on Jay-Z, and the millennials basically said, don't bring your ass to that concert. Stay your young ass at home. We don't need you there taking up no motherfucking seats, because if you got the fucking ass, then this shit ain't for you. We talking about the niggas that was standing outside of Sam Goody ready to buy this shit. We talking about the niggas that was at the Virgin Mega Store. Okay, first week buying this shit. We ain't talking to you. We ain't talking, because a quick, simple motherfucking Google search would have answered your question, little nigga. You would have seen in 1995 that nigga would have had his brand down with a fuck of his wife. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, you ask disrespectful questions, you go get disrespectful fucking answers. You're like, hey guys, why Jay-Z when did he spell his name like that? And then we would have lovingly told you that, and then like, hey, why don't you go and then buy a ticket and come on out and see it in person, because it's not going to be the same. It's actually going to be 15,000 times better once you see this shit in person. And there'll be no more motherfucking questions. So that's the very, very, very last thing.
My favorite, if anything, my favorite villain, or my favorite hero turned villain, turned back hero. Like, he is probably one of the first people to just truly embrace that if you live long enough, you're going to turn to the villain. It's okay. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, it depends on what your villainous is. Long as it ain't harming women and children and animals. At this point, you just gotta pick your poison.
Well, I don't agree that he ever turned back hero. I think he's anti-hero. I think he's a broke clock that is right twice a day. No, it is not the same.
Well, whatever. Either way, what I'm saying is I embrace the villain. I don't do all that, oh, you're high and mighty 1 minute, and because at the end of the day, all of us are fucked in some way, shape, or form, whether you want to hide it or you want to embrace it. I enjoy the people that embrace it because at least you're being honest. With that being said, y'all, we're almost on 2 hours. I love it. Quite frankly, I feel like it should be more often. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully y'all did it too. Let's see, is there any church announcements? I don't think so. We will be here this Sunday for the Wines and Chocolate Show, so make sure y'all tune into that at 9 p.m. Central. Make sure you all follow us at the Wines and Chocolate Show on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, all the things. We love y'all. My name is Jasmine J, aka the Wine Goddess.
Kiki the Countess of Cabernet.
And this week's just the sip.
Yes. Hope you enjoyed that little taste. We'll see you Sunday.
Bye.